an element of what he is facing in the ring as he backs up. Recently coming to a clean life. I think he has built himself for this moment. Biggest moment of his life. Look.
He has and that's exactly the hook that I thought Pacquiao is going to catch him with, much like Kendall Hope. And this is what I was talking about earlier, Brian, that now the swarming and the rapid punches that Bradley's doing.
And I'll remind you of now, this is very important. When I tell you stop, what that means is stop whatever you're doing, give me a clean break. Protect yourself at all times. Let's do this.
And we're underway.
He has put together Bradley and very strict on his diet. This is a Band-Aid there.
You know, I saw that at the weigh-in too. Straight right hand lands from Bradley. Look, genetically he's gifted as we're out to a fast pace. I noticed that at the weigh-in. I figured that'd just be gone as he got back into the ring. Crowd is into it already. Bradley having some effectiveness. Oh, good shot. In the opening minute and a half of round number one.
Guys, I'm not going to slow down anytime soon.
Historically great.
He likes to put pressure. Is a fighter who's relentless, who swarms. Bradley doing a great job this first round.
Those are scoring blows, by the way, for Bradley. Another shot down low. Pacquiao is a superstar. Bradley's just a world champion boxer. Window when everyone clears out of the ring. Good counter right by Bradley. One of the best weapons in the sport. A straight left hand from Pacquiao. Now he goes.
Equalizer that can change the fight. And now he's starting to warm up, Brian.
Firing again, but that one was slipped by Bradley.
Speed lang, speed lang kailangan natin.
In that round.
He's falling short.
Right hand, he'll walk into something.
Round number two here, the main event, Manny Pacquiao, Timothy Bradley, and you'll see some apprehension, some feeling out.
So he has and that's exactly the hook that I thought Pacquiao is going to catch him with, much like Kendall Hope. And this is what I was talking about earlier, Brian, that now the swarming and the rapid punches that Bradley's doing, once you get hit, you are who you are. And essentially...
Hey, if I'm close to you, I'm going to try to harm you.
Well, that's the Bradley we're used to seeing.
Fight out of that. Don't look to me. Fight out of that, fella.
And I firmly believe Pacquiao's right hook is going to be the secret weapon tonight. Good job of sticking to his game plan, still counter-punching, which, by the way, I think is his best.
I've seen big guys bulldoze him. I've seen De La Hoya jab at him. I've seen that in a long time.
He's fighting a very, very smart fight.
To wade through the fire of Miguel Cotto.
Has a high-volume output. If he's able to stand and trade with him, then it will get interesting. Here's Manny Pacquiao. It's a big left hand.
Other words coming in through saying, don't get careless. Wow, a good body shot there by Bradley. So far, though, what we've seen, and a jab and a quick left hand there by Pacquiao. Bradley fires right back.
I don't know if he's got something to prove. Beautiful combination from Pacquiao. It's an action-packed fight, and Pacquiao is throwing punches with body.
I think this is purely an element of what he is facing in the ring as he backs up. Recently coming to a clean life. I think he has built himself for this moment. Biggest moment of his life. Look at the head movement by Bradley.
Pacquiao.
And by the way, living a clean, hard life his whole life.
Yes. The counter punch is close to the aggressor.
Good body shot there by Bradley.
Oof, there's that right hook.
Left hook to the body, and Pacquiao starts to get riled up.
That old sort of James Toney tuck and roll. And not getting hit.
Now, he blocked a lot of those shots, but when you're landing all of those and you're putting them out there, that looks impressive to a judge. If this goes to the cards, he's impressing the judge. Good body shot there by Pacquiao.
If you notice, though, other than this moment, he's been...
Pacquiao lands in the left hand. Lands in the left hand, and Bradley wobbles a little bit. It didn't look like much at first, but he snapped the head back, and Bradley could be hurt. Another body shot by Pacquiao. Bradley moving his head.
Bradley seeing the overwhelming amount of punches that you cannot prepare for when you fight a Manny Pacquiao.
Professional move by Bradley. We saw that recently with
nice body shot
against Shane Mosley. He got hurt, he held on. Can Bradley hold on?
Nice body shot and a nice left hook by Pacquiao. Oh, a nice right by Bradley.
He has to also start winning rounds. Good jab there by Pacquiao. Tinge of energy drain on Bradley's part. The fourth round you give to Pacquiao after Bradley got boosting, but just stepping off the accelerator a little bit.
You look at him, looks like he could fight 100 rounds.
No, he's hurt, moves back, got to Bradley. Now along the ropes, Pacquiao hurt him. Plus of power comes from Pacquiao here. Bradley moving forward, now lunging forward.
And that does not bode well for a Pacquiao uppercut.
Winging power shots from both fighters. They're going to war. Tremendous fight.
We're gonna do this. Okay, let's fucking do it, man.
Manny Pacquiao coming up with a big left hook.
And she was still looking on with trepidation. But they know, look, you're in for something very special here. This
gets to his core. Coming out pumping a pretty hard jab. Look, I don't know if it's out of respect for his power or just to time him like that. But
he back going, what do I do with this guy?
He's chosen to fight in spurts.
Bradley has been better boxer, and Pacquiao had to just wade through the fire to take him out. Speed that Bradley has.
Right, short, tight, complex punch.
But Cotto and Margarito both don't have the tight hands. This has been a quieter round now, but this
defense with that sort of bob and weave style.
Two good shots from Pacquiao.
And he's got him in the corner.
This is a round that is also scored. It means just as much as the other ones.
And he's catching him a lot with those uppercuts.
Now Bradley in the corner, and here's where the round could be stolen away from him.
Oh, beautiful uppercut. Beautiful. Oh, I always look at who would I rather be in that round.
It was only Bradley doing the work. I don't have an exact answer, but lands. We had a member of Bradley's team landed his most effective shots where he hasn't had full impact or leverage.
Amazing the power that he carries.
He is one of the greatest champions the sport has ever had.
Yes.
One of the most physically unimposing champions. And throwing a right uppercut. Fighting off the ropes now. Pacquiao spinning forward with the body shot.
Oh,
and an
nice
uppercut.
Right hand. It has, and that's what was so effective.
That's a good combination right there.
I mean, forget the
answering with the left hand is Pacquiao. Any of these shots can put someone down.
The number of fights that he's had, they've been best work, but Manny's got such fast hands, and we've come so close to having headbutt. Really surprised Manny. That's where Timothy Bradley usually does some of his best work.
Done so. Evander Holyfield, Sugar Ray Leonard. It's by Bradley. Because he needs to be at such a high work rate to beat this man.
Yes,
good body shot. Now he tries to fire off a double jab, but misses. By Pacquiao, Bradley answers back. Xander seemed to be jumping in with his head the whole night, and good shot there. Right. Look at the knockouts after round 7. Look, Pacquiao is smiling as he gets off the ropes. Bradley is a guy who will box and beat you and physically impose his will.
Pacquiao is used to being against the ropes against some strong, big guys.
If you want to look at the weight, look at the calves, right? This is at a higher level.
Manny Pacquiao usually likes to close out rounds strong, so let's see.
A lot of excitement in this fight. Bradley trying to move his head, tries to answer as well with their heads. By the way, both of these guys have large heads. Things start to slow up a little bit. And again, I would say that would favor Manny Pacquiao.
Yes, they do. That's a really good thing to point out. They have helmets for heads.
Right from the get-go, both guys came out firing and throwing combinations. Anytime pouncing.
Pacquiao has such amazing balance.
Those guys you fight will not close you. He's got great closing speed. Oh, beautiful combination.
Another uppercut. Beautiful left hand by Pacquiao.
Dazzling combination by Manny Pacquiao. And now they start to trade. Bradley is wading right into the fire. Good body shot. And another by Bradley. That's a scoring shot. Straight up the middle by Pacquiao. Again, don't look at body language. Look at the body shots. He still looks clean.
It does look very clean. He's cutting a lot of clean shots, too. Was on the downward spiral, but coming back.
He looks terrific. This is a game.
And continue to go to the body, which he just did.
Slapped it on the side of the head. Pacquiao as if to say, yeah, that was good. As an amateur and as a pro, wow, big right hand. Just double jabs up the middle. Throwing winging hard shots. He keeps moving away from Pacquiao in 30s.
And the irony, it makes for much more entertaining fights.
Yep. When you slow down, suddenly it gets extended. For Timothy Bradley was time to be a warrior. And win respect. He's done that already. But to actually win a mega fight and win a mega fight, not just look great against a great fighter, and that was a good shot. Consistent work by Timothy Bradley. And has kept the explosive champion and crumbles. And he says later, they were fractured.
Man, he had some tough circumstances growing up. You know, and with any sort of adversity, he's a tough guy raised by a tough. And those hooks barely missing. Very important. The most thing I'm impressed by tonight.
He's never accepted punishment in the corner as he spins out right now. Look at the footwork by Bradley. Fight has flown by. 1 round to go.
Blood coming from Pacquiao's nose or mouth. I saw some
in Las Vegas. All I know is that Timothy Bradley has made.
And people are going to respect this performance. He came here to win. And he fought with a lot of courage, showed a lot of heart.
And the mix includes Pacquiao rematch that he was trumpeting. Of course, he would Mayweather in jail right now, but he gets out in 3 months. Who knows? Figure that he would have won to have to get that, or possibly Mayweather
not to leave any doubts.
This fight is definitely in question. I think they just used most of their ammo in the first 6 rounds, Mario. And more from Bradley. I think that they exhausted each other. Good work by Bradley inside. You can hear the buzz. They're waiting for something big, and Bradley with a good answer.
After this, or I should say the last 20% of the fight, last couple.
It was Bradley who's catching Pacquiao.
Bradley really got reinvigorated this second round.
He's been fighting very smart the last 3 rounds.
It's like he caught a second win.
Yep, now he's jumped. He's given it everything he has. He's worked his whole life for this moment.
30 seconds left.
He's been right there every single round to fight the best fighter in the world. Pacquiao jumps in with a straight left. Chickens. Pacquiao was effective. Go back to prior action. Big shot landed there by Pacquiao. He hurt tonight in this fight was Bradley. Action and thrilled to see what he was seeing. Mario Lopez mentioned, who would you rather be at the end of that round? A lot to see Mark Wahlberg, the film star, with a...
Gary Roth scores about 115-113 for Pacquiao. CJ Ross scores it 115-113 for Bradley. And Dwayne Ford scores it 115-113 to the winner by split decision. And new WBO welterweight champion